Me and my son Eagle Eyes, we were on this journey here and we wanted to share a very specific feature with you. That thing here. This is a massive German World War II hospital bunker. And this hospital bunker was built with one purpose, to try and take care of their own if there was a massive attack to the airfield where these crew members worked. And the airfield is way over there. This is inside the forest, and we just wanted you to have a little tiny tour of this monster here. This is just a tiny little segment at the start here. This is on the Lost Documents tour, what you're going to see here today. Today is all about something that is really cool. It's a huge hospital bunker on the area of a German World War II Luftwaffe location. And we're going to share more from this position later. But I have a little young explorer here who wants to say hey.
Hello everyone.
Yes, Eagle Eyes is back. He was so sick during the last part of the Lost Documents tour. But how do you feel now, Eagle Eyes?
I feel better now.
Yeah, it was just terrible.
Yes, it was horrible.
It was horrible. He was so sick for a few days there, but he pulled through. And thank you, Eagle Eyes, for being so kind and joining me on this tour here.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. And as you're going to see as this continues, there's a lot of interesting things here. But now let's go and check out this little German hospital bunker. This bunker here is absolutely crazy. It was built, it's 22 meters long, about 14 meters wide, and it covers almost 380 square meters. There are actually bullet holes on the outside, I can see. Almost 300 square meter floor area, and the walls are 2 meters thick, and the roof is 1.5 meters thick, and the walls inside are about 1 meter thick. I thought we'd just have a tiny little peek and check it from the above, and then we're going to go inside, because this is no ordinary hospital bunker. There's actually 2 stories in this hospital bunker, and that is pretty special. At this base, more than 250 German crew members, and what you're walking on top of now is actually the bunker itself. So everything has been put sand on top, and you can see here the trees are growing and it's fully camouflaged, and that is what the Germans also used during those days. They came here and they said, we need to have this hospital bunker right here, and you can see how tall it is. It's like 5-6 meters up here. Maybe that used to be a ventilation, I'm not sure. There's definitely a ventilation shaft there. But you can see how it blends into the terrain. It's definitely kind of being just lost in the terrain. But under here was a very, very specific bunker which had one purpose, and that was to be able to save any of the German crew members that could be hurt or damaged if there was a massive raid on the airfield. But you cannot see that from here. You have to go much further to the other side. Now let's enter this massive dinosaur of a bunker. Note the rounded corners here. The rounded corner was a protective measure, so there were no 90 degrees corners, so that if there was a bomb or a artillery shell coming in, it wouldn't be that easy to chip off a huge corner. And also it was easier to drag camo canvas down from the sides and make it blend in even more. A rounded shape is a better camouflage shape. On the outside you can see these massive ventilation shafts everywhere, and that's because ventilation was very important for the environment inside. This bunker was made to save lives, and inside you will see what the different features are and who actually operated this bunker. Let's enter. I want to keep a promise that we made before we left. A lot of you guys were so kind to help us out with a super thanks donation. Thank you each and every one of you on this list. Just want to say we are having a blast out here.
Thank you so much everybody for supporting us and helping us to go out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. You know who you are. This Lost Documents tour is starting off and becoming a very fascinating trip. And we just wanted to say that you are now historical. So on the side here, you can see how thick these walls are, about 2 meters. That's massive. And you have like a shutter there. Normally it will be the door so that nobody could come in except from the authorized people. If you try to enter, you could be shot from that thing there. And you can see here, there used to be a massive steel door here. And it's not there anymore. And that was gas tight. Ventilation again, and you can see, as I said, this massive entrance area here. Also, there used to be communication post there, and the steel in the top. So the very, very first feature that is here is this is the gas lock. This is where they could make sure that there were no gas coming into the bunker here. And yet there used to be actually a toilet there. And that is pretty special to see. Entrance area here. And of course, you would expect tons of ventilation going on. And you can see ventilation tubes absolutely everywhere. This was a depot, just a tiny little room where they had material needed to treat the patients. We go through the gas lock room, come in here, and you suddenly have like another area. So inside here is a washroom. There used to be a sink and a shower, and again, a lot of ventilation up there. Tracking back from where we came from. In here, there used to be an infirmary or a room where they had 12 beds. And you can see each row of the beds would be these metal rods coming out from the wall. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there would be 12 bunks here, so they could treat 12 patients in this room. This would be for the less wounded soldiers. Then we enter here, and believe it or not, this is the inside of that shutter room, but this was also the operation room. This is where they could do surgeries on the patients, and I guess down here they could just flush the floor, take all the blood down into the drains here. And just imagine what was here, the gear that needed to be here to help out the patients. And in here, this was the room for the crews. So the nurses and all of that would be in here. They had their own bunks. Very, very little that tells you that story here today. But believe me, this was the floor plan. So from the inside, you can see the shutter where the crew could keep you out. The inner shutter and the shutter door is been removed. So we enter in here, and then you suddenly see that there is more here. This is the room where the doctor stayed. So you can see again, bunk beds next here, very, very Spartan, nothing luxurious, just a couple of bunk beds. And this is the sleeping quarter for the doctors. And inside here, we have a area where they treated wounds, smaller wounds. If there was a bandage and all of that, they could do that here. A very special feature that is here is that it's actually a second floor down under this floor here. This is another treatment room. Down here, there could be 18 guys. 18 guys in this tiny little room. You can see again the bunk hangers here. Each and every one of the soldiers will be placed in a bunk here. And again, you can see that is where they could take you out if you try to get in. So there's several different features and functions of every one of the rooms. Continuing in here, you have the very last rooms, and this is the rooms where they had stored different kind of needed equipment. You can see there's a little room here and a little room here. There's a lot of drainage here. And what I like is that these rooms are very, very dry. There's minimum rust up there. Another ventilation shaft. And if you're wondering what kind of flashlight I'm using the Ruben X2 WW2. This is a fantastic little tool. Absolutely love it. Oh my goodness, you can actually, oh, I thought I could see down, but that's a reflection of the water. So this is storage. And then you come here, we're going to go into this area. And this is where you could see a lot of the electronics and all of that came in. And then you have the second gas shutter area here, and actually also another toilet. And that's not too usual to see in these kind of establishments. And then you have another shutter room, and this is also a little depot where you could store things, and also basically a place where the guard would be. You see there used to be a massive steel door here in all of these, but it's been removed and recycled for metal during the years. And you can see it really tried hard to get this thing out from here, but it's actually still standing. These are standard issue doors for some of these bunkers, but in the hospital bunkers, the openings were much wider to easier get people in and out with stretchers. As you can see here, this is much, much wider than a regular type of entrance area for such bunkers, and you can turn all the different stretchers around here. But what we are going to see now is what makes this bunker very, very unique. This is what makes this bunker very unique. It has a basement, a lower floor, and I thought we'd just go down there and check it out. So give me a few seconds, I'll climb down these stairs, and we'll see what the Germans hid down there. So here we are. This is the basement, and that is a very, very unique place. This is the heating central. You can see here, this is where they had all of the hot air. It was distributed up there. I really don't know what that is. Never seen that before. What is that? Maybe you guys can give me a little clue. This is typical for rolling down munition rounds, spent rounds from an artillery position. Never seen that before here. All right, ventilation. This is the room where the generator will be. It's very, the heater is very sooty. So that could have been all the way from that time. So you come through here, and then you can see this is the ventilation central. This is where there used to be a very, very sophisticated ventilation system, because up here you can see all of these were blue lines because they are color coded. You have yellow, red, blue, and there will be manual pump as well. So if ever the bunker was sealed off, they could pump air through some manual pumps by themselves. And you can see here, that's a blue pipe, meaning fresh, not contaminated air, probably going out to the bunker or being pulled in. And you can see here, this is another part. It's actually in very good condition, and you can see the color right off it. This is the machine room, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. And then we come into the last room, which is called the technique room. Basically, all kind of gear here, different kind of attachments everywhere. And you can see again, a lot of ventilation shafts, some huge thing coming down there. I think that is one of the ones that we saw on the top. And it's basically just a nerve center to make this fantastic bunker come alive. And you can see again, there are color-coded pipes everywhere. Wow. This was such a treat to see. That is amazing. Ground level floor at a German World War II hospital bunker. Cannot be any cooler than that. That, my friends, that was one spectacular feature in the forest. German World War II hospital bunker, 2 stories, tons of rooms. Wow, hope you enjoy that. And let me tell you, that was something else. Indeed, that was interesting. If you want to help us to reach more locations like that, you know, we have this little super thanks feature here. That is basically your opportunity to help us out to reach more locations so we can get some fuel into that camper van and go out and share even more. So what do you say, Eagle Eyes? Do you enjoy that?
Yes, I really enjoyed it, Daddy, and hope all of you out there who liked it and enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, I hope you all liked it. And I have to say again, thank you to all of you incredible people who helped us to reach targets and locations on the Lost Documents tour. And I can promise you, there are a ton of material coming your way. And do you think they will like it, Eagle Eyes?
Yes, they will.
We have a lot of cool stuff coming, and it's thanks to you guys. It's absolutely thanks to you. So we want to say a massive thank you to all of you watching, subscribing, commenting. Don't be afraid to give us a thumbs up or comment or heart. And if you let that notification bell come through with the notifications, guess what? You'll be notified every time we release a new video. Thank you to all our Patreon team members. Absolutely couldn't have done it without you. And also to all of you who donate something on the PayPal thing. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. But guess what? Now, me and Eagle Eyes, we're going to do something a little bit secret, aren't we? We're going to kidnap a super cow.
What?
No, crazy cow. And we're going to... No, I'm just kidding.
We won't.
Well, thank you, everybody. Until next time, please stay safe, keep smiling. And before you know it, there will be more history shared with you.